Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, and in my last video I talked about answering some questions. So I brought my good friend Miriam, and we're gonna answer some questions related to Korea and also some non-Korean related questions. And we also prepared some food, so we're gonna do a mukbang while we're answering the questions. So let's begin.
So Sarah, what kind of food did we make for today's video?
We of course have some rice here, and then we have some side dishes. We have kimchi, and we have mutim, which is a pickled radish.
Yes.
And then we made some tteokbokki, which also has some ramyeon in it. So it is called tteokbokki, I believe.
Yeah.
So I have my phone here with the questions on, so I'm sorry if I look down sometimes. But the first question is, when did you start learning Korean and how did you approach it? First off, it actually wasn't my intention to learn Korean. I have a friend who introduced me to Korean dramas and to Korean or Korean variety shows. So we watched that together. And as I was watching the shows and the dramas, I just started picking up different words and started to remember those words. And yeah, that kind of like started my interest in Korea and Korean language.
How old were you then?
That was back in... Oh my god.
How old were you then?
That was back in 2013. I started watching the Korean dramas, but I started my interest in Korean more back in 2015, I think. So after I started learning those words, I decided to learn Hangul, and that was in the beginning of 2015, I believe. And then after I learned Hangul, I was able to pick up more words, and I was able to pick up more grammar through the dramas and through the shows as well.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like, maybe not naturally, but that way I just learned through watching TV.
So kind of on the side, basically, like you were watching it but learning.
I didn't plan on learning Korean. I just learned it through watching dramas and So best methods of learning Korean. For me, it was definitely watching Korean television, and that's not only for Korean. I think that's
in
general for languages. I think you should watch a lot of television in that language to kind of like listen to it and
stay at home, kids.
Yeah,
watch TV.
Watch TV. Don't do your studies. Just watch TV. But yeah, then you're able to hear the pronunciation and hear the words and how they use it. And
I wish I had done that, because I've been watching Korean dramas and listening to Korean music. I don't know, how old am I now? So it's been almost something like 8 years or something, I don't know. And I never really just like tried to listen to the words and learn them. I kind of just watched it without thinking about it, just reading the subtitles. And don't waste your time, guys. If you're already watching tons of dramas or you have a new Korean favorite song, why don't you just look at the lyrics?
Exactly, yeah. You can learn so much from that. So methods that didn't work out. I tried to learn Korean with a book that I got, but I couldn't get myself into it, like reading the grammar and using the grammar. I thought that was really hard for me studying alone. Why did you decide to study Korean studies, and what do you think of it so far? As I said before, I had the interest in Korea since 2013, and it's just been growing ever since. And yeah, I started learning Korean since 2015, and then it was actually just early this year that I made the final decision to come here and study Korean. I actually planned on becoming a ski instructor instead. But
potato. I mean,
I figured out that it wasn't the right thing for me. I already had paid, but it didn't work out, so
here she is today.
Yeah.
So what do you think of it so far?
I love it. I think it's amazing, and I've met the most amazing people.
I hope she means including me.
No,
No,
definitely not.
No.
Nah, yes.
Just for the fame. No.
Yeah, and I think the classes are really good too,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of good opportunities. We have the movie club and the language cafe, and just last week we had the opportunity to talk with a lot of Korean businessmen from a financial fund.
And I absolutely died, guys. Sarah did so well. Okay, let me tell you something. We were supposed to be in a group together, so I got all excited because I was like, okay, this is a safe spot here. I'm gonna be fine. She's gonna take care of me. Last second, our teacher was just like, no, Miriam, you go into this group with all the people you don't know, and Sarah, you go over here. I have never, I sweated so much. That hour, I don't know, I burned about 5,000 calories just sweating. I said a few Korean words, but you did very well. You were able to talk to them so much.
But we were told that they were able to speak English, but they weren't. They couldn't say a word in English.
We were pranked.
Pranked, guys. What most interests you about Korea? So I think the most interesting thing is definitely the culture. It's so different compared to Denmark because they managed to keep all of the traditional stuff while still being one of the most modern countries in the world and most technologically advanced countries in the world. So I think that's really interesting. Also, the fashion style in Korea. I think you're able to express yourself much more than in Denmark, where everybody just wears black all the time.
They all look like us.
But yeah, it looks amazing how people just walk around Hongdae or Dongdaemun Design Bazaar, Fashion Week, and I want to be there.
One day our dreams will come true.
Yeah, but that leads us on to next question. Have you ever been to Korea? And no, I have not yet, but I am actually going in January with Miriam and my other friends as well. So I'm so excited to do that, and I'm hopefully going to shoot a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Yay! And go a lot of interesting places and do a lot of interesting things and eat a lot of food, of course.
And because you haven't been to Korea yet, I think there's so much to see for you that you've only seen in videos and dramas and on pictures and so on. Oh, it's gonna be great.
And then also next year we are going to study abroad in Korea.
Yeah.
Yay! I'm hopefully going to study at Yonsei Hyukoh. And you?
I'm hopefully going to study at either at Ewha Women's University. So they're very close together.
Yeah.
We will just be like a few kilometers, not a few meters, basically, away from each other. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Also to be alone. A lot of the people panic when they go abroad and they really want to be together with their friends. Yeah. But we all just kind of chose what our heart told us to choose. And I think that's very nice because of course we're still gonna see each other outside classes in Korea. Yeah. But we all chose what we really want to do. So that's very nice.
Now onto the questions that aren't related to Korea. Do you have a style icon? I have a lot, but most of them are from Instagram. So I'm planning to put pow somewhere on the screen. But definitely Hyukoh from Open the Door, the CEO of Open the Door from Instagram. Yeah. I love her style. She's so amazing. Her hair and clothes, everything. And Kiki, do you know her?
Yes. Isn't she German?
Yeah, she is.
She's from Berlin. No, does she live in Berlin
I think she lives in Berlin. Yeah.
Oh, so that's true.
I love her style.
Yeah,
amazing.
I didn't know that you knew her.
Yeah, love her. What kind of music do you listen to at the moment? Right now, I've been listening a lot to Hyukoh. And that's because of you. Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah.
But they are so great.
They are so amazing, yeah. And also, a friend recommended me to listen to 검정치마, which translates to the black skirts. And I love them as well. They are really good. And then I also found a rapper on SoundCloud recently who I have been listening to a lot. He's called Artin B. And he only has about 1,000 followers or something. So he's really underground, but makes amazing music. What about you? What do you listen to at the time?
Oh my god. I think, of course, Hyukoh, which is my absolute favorite band, but a lot of people think when you study Korean that you have to love K-pop, and that's totally not true. I think half of our class actually aren't that much into K-pop at all. I'm not saying that I don't like K-pop because I've actually listened to it most of my life. But nowadays I listen to a lot of Western music. Yeah. My sister introduced me to a band called Blaue Blume. And we might even go to a concert, and they're amazing. They're a Danish band, so definitely go check them out. And then I listen to stuff like Haim a lot, and then just something like 80s and 90s playlists. Yeah. So a lot of old music that reminds me of my mom and my dad and like back home. So that's what I really listen to right now. Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have? I have 4 at the moment, and I actually just got my last tattoo last Friday, which is a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And it's this one. I don't know if you're able to see it, but
it's so beautiful.
Yay!
It's beautiful.
I will put some extra clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the first one I got is on my back, and it says "Lift me up, let me go" in Japanese, and it's a reference to a Linkin Park song.
Oh.
And I got it 2 weeks after my 18th birthday, so it was my first tattoo. And it was, of course, before Chester died, so it already meant a lot to me back then because Linkin Park is my favorite band. But after Chester died, it gave a lot of more meaning to it, so I think it's my favorite tattoo. Yeah. And then I got this one on my arm, which I drew myself. Yeah.
So talented, oh my god.
Thank you so much. And then I have one of my ankle, which I've done myself, stick and poke. Yes, and then the last one in the back of my arm. Yay.
Beautiful tattoos, I love them.
Yeah, and you?
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 tattoos.
Yeah.
And if you want to look into what kind of tattoos I have, go to my channel and check out my Q&A personal question video. Yeah. There I talk about the tattoos that I have.
Say something in Korean. Okay, should we then end this video in Korean?
You can try, Sarah. I know that I can.
Okay, I can try. Maybe I'll probably fuck up. Okay, 이 영상을 봐주셔서 정말 감사드리고 재밌게 보셨다면 꼭 좋아요 누르시고 댓글도 달으세요. 네.
Bye! Yeah!